Good morning, everybody, and like the title says, it's obviously a completely historically accurate representation of the battles at Normandy. And yeah, obviously that's a joke and a parody kind of title here. As you'll see, I mean, look, there's even a Magach 3, there's even an Israeli tank here at the fighting at Normandy. So obviously a joke. But really, this was the most recent battle that I had that actually took place at Normandy. And I thought, well, what better time to put it up than, you know, the day after, what with the anniversary of the Normandy landings being yesterday? Well, why not? Still just grinding out mods at my Type 74 in preparation for 1.79, a little Dukes of Hazzard 2 wheels action there. Always make sure when I see somebody who caps the point without waiting for the rest of the team get there that I give them a little gentle 50 cal reminder to the face of, hey, maybe next time take a peek at the map and make sure the team is coming. But anyway, moving on from that same old tired song and broken record, I had the opportunity to enjoy driving up a hill in the sand in a non-spaded vehicle again right here. But at least it gave me a fairly stable gun platform. I took a shot at that bunker just to throw up some smoke and dirt in front of any enemies that might have been camping down there. And then, while looking at the minimap myself, I see we've got quite a few guys heading down the beach, and actually a few guys moving in on the A point as well. So I'm going to backtrack through our spawn and circle around the city, and then either come in at the A point from the south or continue on to the C point, depending on what the situation looks like as I get to basically the decision point here coming up. So with as many teammates as I have right next to the A point here, I decided about somewhere around here. Okay, C it is. And that's where I'm heading. So you can see an FV4005 actually just killed something there. So again, you know this isn't a completely historically accurate War Thunder battle because FV4005s don't kill anything. At any rate, I wasn't exactly sure where it came from. I didn't hear the shot. I just saw that the Leopard up in front of me at C was the one who had been killed. I wasn't entirely sure where the 4005 was. Figured he was probably down in the city looking up towards A, because otherwise he would just be too exposed for the eternity it takes to reload that thing. But I'm not seeing him anywhere on the minimap, so I'm really not entirely sure what's going on. And just continuing my climb up to the C point, expecting enemies somewhere, anywhere off to the right, especially right here. Not seeing any. There's an AMX-50 that's hitting people pretty hard. And right about here, I realize that's not just a building at the edge of the fence here. That's actually the battle barn. And he is totally focused in right there and not seeing me, so get a shot into him right here. Take out his breach. Get in to decap the point, and then circle around to continue doing battle with him. Hoping to take some of his crew out with this shot. And, well, I got his loader, so, I mean, his reload just became, you know, like 10 minutes instead of 9 minutes. My reload is not very good either. I had to move around his barrel here. All I got was his commander, which is kind of also annoying. You can kind of... This really highlights and underscores the post-penetration damage that armor-piercing discarding Sabo does in the current iteration of this game. Did finish off his horizontal drive here, and now I'm just waiting to try and get another shot into his crew compartment, which only gets his track. But anyway, he's tracked, he can't rotate his barrel, it's the battle barn, it can't turn its barrel around anyway. So pull around behind him, and now I can just finish him off at my leisure with this nice ammo shot. That hits the ammo and yellows it out and doesn't detonate it. And then... yeah. My hero rescues me from the danger I was in from the battle barn. So, if you come up upon a teammate who's behind an enemy that's obviously been hit multiple times, your teammate doesn't have a repair icon over the top, they're not calling for assistance, they're not calling for repair or nothing, don't be surprised when you drive up and shoot that enemy out from under them if they don't react in a very grateful kind of way. So, yeah. And as far as him, I hit him already twice. I don't, maybe with his machine guns, but anyway, I run into this BSU-57 here. He drives forward to give me a nice view of him, and I'm able to hit him with a hull break shot and then move on down to recapture the A point. Not too bad of a battle in the Type 74. Really wish I had some sort of explosive type ammunition, though. I probably could have actually done some kind of a serious damage to the battle barn there. So something's marked up here by the statue down by the beach. I can't exactly tell what it is. I think somebody had a rather poor radio operator skill in the radio communications, because where the guy ends up being is way off to the side of where that marker was. Now, it's possible the enemy was moving, but I don't think so. I think it was just bad radio operator skill. At any rate, sure seems like he's been destroyed, so I'm going to move in here and start decapping the A point and get another capture here in the battle. And see if I can't just hold a defensive position in the middle of the town here. Now, an interesting little sequence comes up right here. I'm hearing shots. I can't exactly tell where they're coming from. Watching, expecting somebody coming up the beach there. And here another shot that sounds like it came from the left. Swing over here, I see that smoke. Zoom in to see what's there, and there's a T-34-100. Now watch this. Yellow or orange out his breech. And then he takes a shot at somebody with his yellowed and orange breech, and, well, that's that, my friend. Sorry. Now, I've got somebody getting marked right on the other side of the church here. I'm trying to move around on him. You can hear an airplane coming. And he actually clipped the statue, which you'll see in a second. He broke his prop on the statue, which is actually kind of funny. So I skipped ahead a little bit there because there was actually a long time in between me spawning back in. I typed a little bit, and I think I opened up my soda and took a drink or something after getting bombed out. There was a pretty good battle going with the Type 74, and I wanted to get more research with it. But as I come back in my STA-2, here comes an M60 right up to our spawn. Somehow that hit there only damaged took out my commander. That was it. I tried to shoot under his barrel. Apparently they've fixed the problem with the gun mantlet here, but at least my first shot had set him on fire, and I'm able to line up a M82 nuke round on him here, finish him off. And the big problem with this right here is that the damage indicator window up there in the upper right totally screened me from having any view of this AMX-30 until it was too late. If there was any view to be had of him. There may not have been. And the way the sun is right now, everything is the same orange color, so it doesn't really matter. I probably wouldn't have been able to see him anyway. But with airplanes overhead and the AMX-30 driving right up into our B spawn, I came back in the Type 87, primarily to defend the air, but I'm certainly more than capable of destroying an AMX-30 with this thing, and all kinds are ready to go get revenge on the guy driving up into our spawn. You want to come into my house? You want to come into my house? I don't think so, buddy. This is the sovereign territory of the Empire of Japan. You get out of here, Frenchie. You get right out of here. I don't care how much smoke you leave behind. Also, you should probably stay inside your smoke, because, yeah. Sayonara, my friend. So that finishes him off. Don't quite get the, won't be able to get down in time to capture B, but searching the skies for an airplane. There's one. He levels off nicely. And I'm able to track him down for my ace kill for the battle. One pesky P-80A down, and let's drive off into this ridiculous orange landscape and head on up to the A point and see if we can take the A point back. This battle's going pretty well for us, and it's really just kind of a matter of let's mop up the last two enemies that are left. We've got quite a lot of our team left, not a whole lot of theirs, and a significant ticket advantage. It's not quite a guaranteed victory, but I am a lot more confident about our state in this battle right here than I would be in a lot of other battles. And of course we've got a Leopard just sitting right on their southern spawn, or northern spawn as well. So that helped us, but still kind of a cheap kill. So an IS-6 gets taken out at A. We've got our team is collapsing on the A point. There's a guy right up at the edge of the other side of the statue on the left of me. I take a quick peek down the road just to be sure I don't see any enemies. I do not see any enemies, so let's press into the A point. Get us another capture. And then I get shot from the left by an enemy that was just completely invisible back there in the way that the sunlight was. So, hooray for the sunlight being a factor in 2 out of every 3 battles here. Of course, now my teammates that were right next to him have a pretty good indicator that he's down there. So while I line up on the map to mark him again, which is all I can really do now, because it doesn't matter what vehicle I brought in, I was never going to make it back to A in time to capture, and by the time we do, in fact, capture the A point, the tickets are going to be so low that it's not really going to... There's nothing more that I can really do, except maybe hope that an airplane comes in from the enemy air spawn, and I can fire my missiles at it from the Type 60. And sadly, that doesn't happen, because I would have really enjoyed trying to do that. It would have at least given me something to do here at the end of this battle. And somewhat unfortunately, they start taking the C point, not the B point. So, again, there's action going on in the battle, but I am in no position to get to it in my Type 60, so... I do the best I can here, which is just head up towards the A point, just in case there's any last-second fighting that happens there. Just check the beach, make sure nobody's snuck past their northern spawn towards our B point. Take a ridiculous bounce on a trench there, which slows me down pretty badly, and then I pull up next to a mouse, so I'm pretty confident that I've at least got some cover here as I drive up slowly up this hill sideways in the sand, and try to move in and see if I can spot any more enemies anywhere. And just as I'm looking back, just to double check behind me, the battle finally ends, and that's that. 2 celebratory missiles later, and we've got a first place with the ace battle, and pretty decent research score for the Type 74, actually. So that was a good thing. And decent payout, really, in Silver Lions as far as RB tank battles go. So just had a 10% research booster on. Not a ton of research, but not bad. A little bit of smoke grenade progress. The 3 caps were all with the Type 74, which was nice, and most of the kills, too. So it wasn't really a bad battle, and, well, it was Normandy, so it was the most appropriate thing I could think of to put here for the day after Operation Overlord D-Day anniversary. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Just a little random battle with Japan. I know there's been a lot of them, but I'm getting ready for the Type 90, so hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought. We'll see you next time, and have a great day as usual, everyone.